Hello, StopFake news is to your attention. We disprove fake news about events occurring in Ukraine and me, Marho Hontar. This week's top highlights are: a joke by Mr. Yarosh was used to release fake news. A photograph from Beslan was presented as depicting the events in the Donbas region. A video from Germany was presented as having been made in Ukraine. Russian Defense Department's channel Zvezda made up news referring to a joke by Ukrainian MP Dmytro Yarosh. His journalist reported that he had allegedly promised to detonate a grenade during a session of Ukraine's Verkhovna Rada. He announced such his intention during an interview to Hromadske TV. Yarosh stated he would bring a grenade to Ukraine's parliament building in his pocket to fight against the enemies of Ukraine. He specified that weapon gave him more confidence in MP's presence. Zvezda's report runs.
To me, I feel uncomfortable there, especially when in the same room with the outspoken enemies of Ukraine. No, I have a grenade and I will detonate it in case of extreme danger. I mean it, I do always carry it. They have no right to freeze MPs.
The soon was news spread over by Russia. Today, NTV Vesti.ru, the Vesti, also added that Mr. Yarosh had shared how he constantly tricks on the guards. He reportedly denies carrying weapon and thus enters the premises freely. While Ukraine.ru portal published the news with title running, Yarosh threatens to blow up Ukraine's parliament. However, Mr. Yarosh's statement, or his joke to be exact, had been divorced from his interview to Hromadske TV, where the leader of the right sector spoke about a ceasefire, problems of criminal prosecution against volunteer battalion members, as well as commented on his people's deputy status. The grenade in the pocket joke took place in the context of criticism over the Verkhovna Rada and Ukraine's government. According to Yarosh, there has been no anticipated reformation of the authority in Ukraine. Neither have drastic revolutionary changes demanded by Maidan revolution participants taken place so far. However, before the grenade joke sounded, Mr. Yarosh emphasized many times that he has not intent to come to terms and settle issues in the parliament by applying aggressive and force methods. An odious Ukrainian journalist, Alena Berezovska, who took the lead over a Russian publication Ukraina.ru in June of the last year, that in its turn was established by Russian news agency Россия Сегодня, Russia Today, with Dmytro Kiselyov, Director General, made a film dedicated to the events of 2014 at the Donbas region, titled Children of ATO. The film's synopsis says the shootings took place in the districts of Donetsk region, destroyed by shelling. At the start of the film, some photographs depicting wounded people are presented. Almost all of them have nothing to do with the Donbas area. For instance, the 8th and the 9th seconds of the video match a picture made in September 2004 after the tragedy in a Beslan school by photographer Ramazan Laguyev. The film depicts neither the ruins in Donetsk region nor any other evidence that would prove the destructions are to be blamed on Ukrainian military forces. On the 7th of January, a video of firing exercises that were allegedly held at Yavoriv military firing range in Lviv region appeared on YouTube. The description below runs: Ukraine during Rapid Trident 2014 trainings in September 2014. The video demonstrates American instructors teaching Ukrainian military servicemen to handle the up-to-date and high-tech Javelin complex. However, the video was made not in Ukraine, but rather in Germany on the 23rd of September 2014 at the base of the US Army in the city of Vilzak. The video shows American soldiers from the 2nd Cavalry Regiment stationed there. And finally, about the results of monitoring over Russian mass media as of 2014 carried out by Media Sapiens. Russian state broadcasters Россия 1 and Россия 24 are ranked the major propagandists of the last year. They are followed by Zvezda news channel of the Russian Ministry of Defense. However, propaganda and brainwashing became also an instrument of editorial policy of private media sources, in particular those which are partially or fully subsidized by Gazprom or oligarchs that are close to Vladimir Putin, namely NTV, newspaper publications such as the Komsomolska Pravda, Izvestia, and others. Another source of exerting influence on Western English-speaking audience is Russia Today, as well as a number of experts, that is, Russia's lobbyists, who give their comments to Western media agencies. Live news is also known to often make up fake and staged news. The intensity of news production related to the events in Ukraine by Russian media fluctuated in the course of the year. Its peak coincided in particular with Maidan revolution, Russia's annexation of Crimea, and the outbreak of hostilities in eastern Ukraine. These periods were matched by full concentration of Russian media on Ukraine. Since September 2014, the intensity of messages about the events in Ukraine scaled down. Daily Russian newspaper the Komsomolskaya Pravda also was an active propaganda voice of the Kremlin in 2014. In some cases, a good part of its issues were dedicated to Ukraine. For instance, in March the publication put out 19 covers highlighting the Ukraine crisis, and in June there were 13 such issues. The figures above testify upon the receding attention to the events in Ukraine in the late 2014, though it still doesn't mean that news about Ukraine is covered truthfully and objectively. At the same time, Russia is strengthening its media presence in the world, including in the European states, in an attempt to make the Western community join its side, and it's still unknown whether Ukraine can counterpose itself with this respect. You watched StopFake News. Thank you for your support. Follow our news to learn more about the course of events. You can also follow our YouTube reports. StopFake News is a voluntary project. If you do appreciate our project as vital, please donate to support it. All money transfer details are available at our website stopfake.org. See you.